at that point, stop talking. I've actually talked myself out of sales. I just, by nature, I just keep on going with the sell, and it's like, it's already done. Stop talking. Not because you don't care about the person anymore, or changes. You could talk, but just make sure you're not, it doesn't sound like you're so happy you finally got a sell that you're excited, because then they may be like, like that, what is it? Like, you don't want to seem too desperate around a girl, because then she'll think, I could do better than you. But in any event, that's kind of one. That's just sales. That's just old school selling, and you learn that, and that's how you feed your family for the rest of your life. And then you do other things, make bigger money. But you need to learn the basics of sales, and from that, sure, you could take it to social media and the other things. But I think the concepts are still the same. You find a problem that people have, and you try to convince them that your product can solve that problem. So there's so many different aspects. I could probably teach a semester on sales, and it's kind of fun too. And that's when you know you're good, is when it's fun, when you enjoy it. And I guess that's why I don't hit every person like, hey, you want to do this? Hey, you want to do that? No. Because if I hear no's all day, that gets tiring too. So the numbers, I think, and this is anecdotally, I think are the same. If you were to approach every person, hey, how you doing? No. Hey, how you doing? No. Hey, you want to sample? No. And then you finally get a yes, versus how many people that would kind of check your product out, you wait a little bit and then say, hey, how you doing? We got a sugar-free chocolate here that tastes good. You just wait, even though other people passed you by, for that person that acted interested. I think the numbers would be about the same, because what happens is, sure, you may pull some people in by hitting everyone, but you're also going to scare people away too. People that maybe normally would read your sign and look at your product and then take a step closer are now going to be skittish. So I go with the thing that makes it fun for me. It makes me want to stay in the game longer, and it makes me more effective. So, whatever you're doing, make sure you enjoy it, but do it long enough to where you get good at it, and then you may enjoy it. The old saying is, don't quit anything because you don't like it, because if you're not good at it, of course you're not going to like it. You get good at it and then decide if you like it. And if you do that with everything, you'll be surprised. So we got this product, and there's I had a conference call it was like 5 people, and unfortunately it was like a 45-minute call, and I think I spoke the whole time, and I felt bad, but I felt like I needed to get this across. And the reason I'm telling you this is because a lot of you, when you start different companies, you need to get this in the clear right away. Is there needs to be rank in a company. If you don't have rank, you have a bunch of little CEOs, and that's not good for anybody, because people are gonna fall in love with their own idea instead of push for whoever's over them or pull whoever's under them. And so I we're working on different advertisements, and I said, hey, let's just I guess almost compete against each other. Like, let me do a commercial, let somebody else do a commercial, and we'll push it, and we'll see which one does better, and we'll double down on that one. And the only problem, like after I said it, I'm thinking, are people going to be able to recuse themselves from the emotional part of it? Like, okay, that's mine. If he picks his, or am I going to root for mine just because it's mine? And whoever picks his, or they're on his side. And so, and you're like, hey, it's business. Let everything sort itself out. But you also need to enjoy your company too. So, even if it's a little bit more effective, if the whole company is going to be bickering and there's going to be drama, that is not a good thing. So, I just basically try to give everybody else the credit for everything, and then I think people will be more likely to not feel as intimidated, because I just said, look, when I come up with the commercial, I go, I'm taking your ideas, I'm just piggybacking off of them, And you kind of have to do that when everybody's in one group, when it's not broken off like that. But eventually what I'd like to do is, when we do break into our sections of the advertising and marketing, you have the people that are under you, they need to be held accountable if they're not producing, if they're saying something. And then if you, in fact, ultimately at the end of the day,